yo.
Good morning, New Jersey.
Patterson, Newark, put the guns down.
Connecticut, iHeartRadio, que pasa?
Good morning, Angela Yee.
Good morning, Charlemagne.
Peace to the planet. What's happening out there? I saw you out with your boo-boo last night. Yesterday was Vado's born day.
I thought you were talking about L'Oreal.
I saw L'Oreal out there with her nice cleavage, but no, you was out there dolled up, all booed up with your boo-boo.
Well, I went to the Braxton's dinner.
And you took your date, Vado.
No, I didn't actually. So we all went out to eat after that.
Oh.
Yes, we were at Flor de Mayo where they have nutcrackers.
Oh.
You ever had that as a real cocktail?
I actually had a nutcracker Saturday at my man Willis's barbershop. Shout out to Willis down in the LES. I had a nutcracker down there. Saturday, matter of fact.
Then I don't know where I lost my house keys. I think they fell out of my bag.
Yeah, I saw you tweet that you lost your house keys, your credit cards, and your ID.
Now,
Story of your life, Angela.
I know, I'm always losing everything. But shout out to Jennifer. I saw her last night, too. She actually found my credit card and ID for me.
Who is Jennifer?
Jennifer, formerly of Basketball Wives.
Oh, got you.
Yes.
It's funny that you mentioned nutcrackers. You remember, I had to cast the Buck Wild here this weekend, and they kept talking to me about moonshine. So the closest thing I could think the moonshine in New York would be a nutcracker. So,
What is moonshine?
Moonshine is a nutcracker.
Is it really just a hodgepodge of things?
Yeah, it's a country nutcracker. And a nutcracker is a city version of moonshine. That makes any sense.
I've never had moonshine.
Yes, you have. If you had a nutcracker last night, you had moonshine.
Now, what did you do last night?
What did I do last night? All I did was go to the gym. I, rested, went to the gym, read, reading. That's it. Nothing.
I also did a
crazy
girl talk thing on Twitter with Brianna Perry. So
I saw that. I love Brianna Perry. That's the homie. Salute the Pope boy out there in Miami.
That was
MIAO.
fun. All right. Well, we have a new pope, and we are going to talk about that in front page news.
I thought the Pope was supposed to be black this time around.
I don't know why you thought that.
Because everybody was saying that.
You listen to what everybody says.
Yes, especially on Twitter.
There were a lot of possibilities of who was going to be the Pope, and I'll tell you who made it.
Okay.
Also, tell them why you're mad. We have that coming up. Where is Envy?
I don't know where Envy's at. I don't know where Amy's at. But hey, we got to keep the show moving.
You know what that means? Somebody's cheating.
This is still the
on
breakfast.
you.
Hey, listen. This is still the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. One monkey don't stop no show.
Pal.
You snapping?
Spal 105.1 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Yeah. What's happening out there?
Everything is good. Let me shout out to my daughter. I didn't shout her out. Let me shout out. They won their playoff game last night, so their championship game is Saturday at 9 o'clock in the morning. There was actually a lot of people that listened to the show that was at the game last night. So shout out to everybody. Greg, I think he's from Patterson. He said he listens every morning. So shout out to everybody that was out there.
There were a lot of people be like, Envy, are you okay? Are you all right?
Now they'd be like, congratulations, Envy, your daughter won again. So shout out to Coach Clive and them. So we busted some ass last night. So Saturday morning, 9 a.m. is the championship game.
How many championship games does your daughter have?
She plays in a bunch of different leagues. She plays AAU. She plays OLM, which is a Catholic school league, and then she plays on the travel team. She gets busy.
She's the next Brittany Griner.
Yes.
That's dope.
Yeah. So I'm waiting for the joke. Like, when you're waiting for that joke.
Technically, you got two sons.
See, there it goes. See, I'm waiting for that. I was waiting for that. Well, we got front page news coming up, Yee.
Yes, we are going to talk about the new Pope. I'll tell you who's the new Pope. Also,
I'm lost about that. I thought he was Spanish, but then his name is...
Spanish would mean that he's from Spain.
Yes, and I thought he was supposed to be black. I thought it was going to be Peter Turkson.
Well, first he was supposed to be black. Then he was supposed to be Jorge, and then they made
You didn't know who it was going to be.
No, I heard it was supposed to be Peter Turkson. That's what I heard it was supposed to be.
He was supposed to be a black guy from Ghana. Then
First of all, you
Peter
guys
Turkson.
have nothing to do with who was appointed as a new Pope.
Both
of you have nothing to do with it, all right?
Then his name was Jorge, and they made him change his name.
I'm just telling you what I saw on the internet. It was supposed to be a black guy from Ghana named Peter Turkson. That's what I heard.
We'll talk about it next in front page news. Right now, let's take a quick look at Dunkin' Donuts traffic report. George Washington Bridge, 5 minutes from 8095 Express. Lincoln Tunnel 5 in, Holland Tunnel 5 in, and Tapestry Bridge, minor delays. Knicks lost to Denver, man. They lost by over 20 points. Melo, he had to step out. I think third quarter, he took himself out the game. He said he had to drain his knee.
Yeah, and Tyson Chandler, he had a knee contusion.
Right, and Miami just won't lose. Miami beat Philly 98-94.
Miami playing with all the cheat codes on right now, man. It's not even fair to the rest of the league at what they're doing.
Yeah, it's definitely disrespectful. Now, also, let's talk about the Pope. Now, they first said the first Pope was supposed to be black, African, from Ghana.
I don't understand how he's supposed to be.
It was Peter Turkson.
He was the number 1 draft pick.
Absolutely. Peter
Oh
Turkson
my
from
gosh,
Ghana.
we had no idea who was going
That's
to
what
end
they
up
said.
being
No,
the
they
Pope.
said that the Black Pope was the number 1 draft pick.
Absolutely. Everybody was saying that. News outlets, media, everybody.
They were
Peter
saying there
Turkson.
was a possibility
No,
that
he
we
was
could have a black pope. They weren't saying that was going to be the pope.
And then
Yeah,
they
that's
picked-
true. They never said it was going to be, but he was the number 1 candidate.
That's right. Then they said Pope
You were just
Jorge.
excited because he was black.
Then they said Pope Jorge was supposed to do it, and they made him change his name.
Well, that's what happens when you become the pope. All right, Cardinal Jorge Mario Bergoglio is our new pope. He is from Argentina. He is now Pope Francis. He's 76 years old. He is the son of Italian immigrants. He's the first Latin American pope that we've had. And he is also a little bit controversial because he very much opposes gay marriage and abortion.
Wow. Well,
Well, word on the street is that Ray Lewis was supposed to be the first black pope, but he chose a job as an ESPN analyst yesterday.
you're stupid. But people like this Pope. They say he's very humble. They said instead of the
He
limo,
still takes the public transportation.
they said instead of the limo ride, well, that's gonna stop soon. The first time somebody tries to hurt him, he's gonna stop that. But he rode the bus with the rest of the Cardinals.
Who the hell gonna try to hurt the Pope?
People are crazy
It's
out
gotta be
there.
a real piece of pig feces to put hands on the Pope.
Somebody would try.
All right. Well, he's also known for his care for AIDS patients and people who are very sick.
People seem to love him.
And
a
he's
lot.
very concerned about single mothers whose babies were refused to be baptized by priests. So,
Now, also, let's talk about this. What's going on in Brooklyn? Somebody hit a police officer in the face with a brick.
yes, a police officer was smashed with a brick and 50 people were arrested. This all happened yesterday, all after the teenager was shot dead by cops. Now, it's the second time this week all these youths were roaming the streets of East Flatbush. They had bottles and sticks. All of this is on Church Avenue. One person who was arrested was the sister of the 16-year-old who was gunned down, Kimani Gray. They're saying that he was shot in the front and the back, so they're saying he was facing the officers when he allegedly pulled a gun on them, and then before he turned around and was shot in the back. So, yeah, it's still a little bit crazy out there in
It's
East
very, very
Flatbush. There
sad
was
out there.
a vigil that was planned at 7 p.m. yesterday. The teens' parents did not show up as they expected them to. Within a few hours, there were 200 protesters roaming the neighborhood.
They need some order out there in Brooklyn. See, what's going to happen is a lot of them kids out there that are fighting for a cause, they're going to wind up getting arrested, wind up having records. It's going to wind up hurting them later on. Most of them don't have a lot of money, so they'll get arrested. They can't afford a lawyer, so they have to use a court-appointed lawyer. They'll have a huge record. They got to start using their head out there. They need some type of order, somebody out there to...
Why don't you
to
go out
really,
there,
really-
Envy?
Nah, I ain't about that life. I ain't about that life.
Don't talk about it, be about
They
it.
hit officers in the face with bricks.
Go out there on the front line and talk to those kids.
Tell them what they're supposed to do, Envy.
Yeah, you go out there.
They would really look up to you. You should bring your Fisker and go out there.
Angela Yee, you the one from Brooklyn.
restore some order.
I'm from Queens.
You need to be out there talking to them
Yeah, I ain't
kids.
about that life.
From Flatbush, too.
There you go.
All right, go out there
It's
today.
not that far from you.
Next visual tonight at 7 o'clock. Angela
next
Yee will
what?
be out there.
What about that time you was high on ecstasy and you saw them people fighting and you was like, stop! Stop! Go out
That was
there
a
and
long time ago.
Go out there and do that today in Brooklyn. Yeah.
I'll go out
Yell,
to Brooklyn. I'll
"Stop!"
go out to Brooklyn. They would love to see Charlamagne and Envy out
To
there.
that first brick fly.
Just like you guys.
We've been to Brooklyn before. We talked to the
Absolutely.
school in
We've
Brooklyn.
been to
What was the
Brooklyn
name of that
before.
school in Brooklyn?
Brooklyn a lot of times.
I have black friends.
Actually, they want us to come back and speak at that school. I can't remember the name of the school right now. I wish I remember.
All
the
right,
name.
bring it up when you remember.
All right, and that's front page news. Tell them why you're mad. 800-585-1051. If you're upset, you need to vent. Maybe somebody pissed you off. Maybe, who knows? Maybe somebody cut you off. You're late for work. You just woke up. Whatever it is, if you're upset, you need to vent. 800-585-1051. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 1051. Come on in. Strip.
Hey, yo, it's the dog, DMX. You pissed off? You mad? Call 1-800-585-1051 on the Breakfast Club. Power 1051. Breakfast Club, bitches.
Joe, tell them why you mad, homie.
Yo, I'm mad they don't burn Flatbush down, man. I'm
What?
burning the whole city down, dog.
Why you want them to burn
Brooklyn
Flatbush
down.
down? This ain't do the right
Word up, you
thing.
gotta burn it down, man. Word up. That's what you gotta do nowadays. No more cowards, man. Let's turn around, man. We supposed to do something. Let's bang out for Sean Bell and anybody who ain't getting no more justice.
Sean Bell was from
man.
Queens.
Yeah, Sean Bell was from Queens, homie.
Yo, that's not what I'm saying. I said let's burn it down for all of them who didn't get no justice, dog.
Look, can I ask you a question? Let me ask you a question, my brother.
Why, baby?
What is burning down your own community gonna do?
Yeah, burn it down and show them who the boss is.
But it's your community. That's your community.
That's a terrible idea.
Why would you burn down your own community? Why cut your nose off to spite your face?
And was that mentality is the reason why I won't be down there in Brooklyn.
Why would I
Hello,
want
who's
to
this?
burn down where I'm from?
Hello, it's Jennifer.
Jennifer, good morning. Tell them why you mad, mama.
I'm mad because I don't have to wake me up this morning to go to school. And I love you guys. I listen to you guys every morning.
What school you go to?
I go to Truman.
Truman.
Out here in Clark City.
Okay. Well, have a good day today, okay, mama?
Okay.
T Black, tell them why you mad.
I'm mad because the girl cheating on me and she at the nigga house right now.
Wow. So how do you know she's there?
Because she ain't home.
What's her name?
April.
So what are you going to do?
Exactly.
That's the real question.
Why
You're
you-
sitting at home all depressed.
Why you
Are
ain't
gonna
at
do
that
anything
man house
about
with
it?
the chopper?
We'll put her ass out.
Yeah, that's right. Just put her out. Don't do nothing stupid. Don't get yourself arrested.
Yeah, but you got to go to the man house and at least shoot in the ass.
No.
I don't know where he lives.
No.
Thank goodness.
Just change your locks and move on. Don't do nothing stupid. Charlamagne try to get you locked up.
He gonna take her back tomorrow.
Hey, and I'm listening online, man.
Where you calling from?
From out here in South Carolina.
There you go, my brother. Do what you supposed to do.
Nope.
Go get that chopper and shoot in the
It
ass.
is so not worth it.
No, guns
Trust
illegal.
me.
So if you come with a chop, I'm sure he got one.
I mean, not legal, but yeah, they eat. Yeah.
You go ahead and do that, and then she's going to end up with the guy. You're going to end up in jail.
That's right.
Listen, just shoot in the ass.
No,
man.
you don't. Tell them why you're mad. 800-585-1051. If you're upset, you need to vent. Call us right now. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 1051.
Hey, yo, it's the dog, DMX. You pissed off? You mad? Call 1-800-585-1051 on the Breakfast Club. Power 1051. Breakfast Club, bitches.
Ibrahim, tell them why you're mad, man.
Oh, I'm mad because Charlamagne got time to talk mad reckless on Twitter and he never retweets me.
Oh.
I don't talk reckless on Twitter, sir. I don't know what
Yes,
you're
you
talking
do,
about.
bruh.
Tell me what give me an example.
Oh, the other day about the whole Kanye situation with Sway.
I said that if I was Sway, I would have just said F Kanye and F his kilt from the Kardashian collection.
But
not
still,
talking
You sound more like a fan and groupie, man. You don't sound like you that
He's
mad,
not a
Charlamagne.
groupie fan. He's a good guy. Thank you for supporting us, sir.
Hello, who's this?
Cyan.
Diane, tell them why you mad.
Because I had a different view of Charlamagne the God until I saw him on TV.
What was your view of him?
I thought that he would be light-skinned, have glasses,
Hell
and
no.
be like...
Listen, nobody with my common sense would be light skinned, okay?
Right.
What about me
He's
sounds light
actually a
skinned?
two-tone black guy.
That is an insult. Okay?
Yeah, that is an insult to
I
ever put
feel
him in my
insulted.
style of
I'm
people.
light-skinned myself.
That's right. Don't ever put him with us.
What do you think about his looks?
Oh, I don't think he's ugly. I just thought of him to be a nerd when I heard him talk.
No, Envy would be the light skinned nerd.
No, actually not a nerd. Don't ever disrespect
So,
light-skinned people by
honey,
putting
you don't
them in
think
our
he's
class.
ugly? You don't think he's ugly? Do you think he's attractive?
Yeah, I do.
Oh my gosh!
Listen, the thing
Oh
with
my gosh!
light-skinned people are so confused because they're too weak to be dark skinned and not good enough to be white, so they're just stuck in
Charlamagne,
limbo.
why-
Dark-skinned people are so jealous of us. What's your name?
Cyan.
Cheyenne. Charlamagne is so jealous of us. He wants to be light-skinned. and
I don't like
style
how you
so
guys
bad.
are being divisive within your own race.
I love light skinned women, but I hate waffle colored Negroes.
I love dark-skinned women, but I hate Charlamagne. Thank you, Mama. Tell them why you're mad. 800-585-1051. Angela Yee.
Yes, Envy.
We got rumors coming up?
Yes, let's start off with some good news this morning. I'll tell you what nice thing Derrick Rose is doing in Chicago.
Okay. We find out in 10 minutes. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 1051. Nice. Power 1051 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Let's get into the rumors. Looks like, Derrick Rose doing something nice for Chicago.
Listen up.
This just in. All the gossip. The Rumor Report. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club on Power 1051.
So Derrick Rose has reached out to the family of the 6-month-old baby girl who was shot to death. That was
Nice.
on the south side of Chicago on Monday. Now, an unidentified man walked up to a minivan on Monday, fired several shots in the window. The target was Jonathan Watkins. He was actually changing his daughter's diaper at the time, and the baby was shot 5 times.
There's got to be something worse than hell that you can go to for committing that kind of crime, yo.
The father did survive. Now, Derrick Rose is going to be paying for the funeral because it is a very sad story, but the family now does not have to worry about any of the funeral costs because Derrick Rose has agreed to
If
handle
Derrick
that.
Rose paid for all the funerals out in Chicago, he'd be broke.
Absolutely.
It's sad out there.
But in this case, I can totally understand why he would do that.
Absolutely.
But whatever happened to not shooting when you see kids? Like,
Probably didn't
Jesus
know. He probably
Christ.
just seen the dude and just started firing off.
That's awful. All right, Michael Vick. He actually has been receiving all kinds of death threats, very serious ones. He was supposed to go on a book tour, and he actually had to cancel his book tour across the country because several of those threats are credible. So he's saying that he's not going to be bullied into seclusion. Because of that, he vows to continue working with community service organizations despite all of that.
When do you leave Michael Vick alone? He served his time. He said he's apologetic. He's donated so much funds. He's taking classes. When do you just say, you know what, we forgive him?
Listen, dogs have feelings too. Every bookstore would probably be 200, 300 dogs just sitting outside barking, ready to bite Michael Vick ass for what he did to their cousin. Okay?
Is that what happened?
That's exactly what happened.
No.
All right, Lola Monroe, congratulations to her. She actually gave birth to a baby boy, and that was yesterday. She tweeted out To God be the glory. Our royal gift has arrived. I just gave birth to our baby, Love.
I need to see what that shape look like now.
Now, her
See if that
baby
baby-
daddy, King Los, he's a bad boy artist, tweeted out, God did some amazing things for us today, chilling with my son while he and his mama, Lola Monroe, sleep. She might wake. So, Wiz Khalifa just had his baby with
That's
Amber
nice.
Rose, and Lola Monroe is signed to him. So now she had her baby.
Man, I want to see how Lola and Amber snap back. Both of those young ladies had amazing bodies before the baby. I want to see how y'all snap back.
Okay.
All right, and that is your rumor report.
Snap
I'm
back is
Angela
important.
Yee.
All right, Angela Yee, thank you very much. All right, now coming up next, if you want tickets to Hanging with Keisha Cole and Neo at Six Flags, we have those on the way. But right now, let's take a quick look at Dunkin' Donuts traffic report. George Washington Bridge, 5 minutes from 8095 Express, Lincoln Tunnel 10 in, Holland Tunnel 15 from the Turnpike, and Tallahassee Bridge. They said a stall clear Westchester bound. Spow 105.1 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Did you announce to the room when the mics are going to be turned on? Jesus Christ.
The song is fading out. Twista stopping the rhyme, he's slowing up his lyrics.
You guys have been way too rambunctious off the air today.
Now you're just going to use big words on us, huh? Spell rambunctious.
You guys are arguing over every little
Spell
thing.
rambunctious.
RAMBUNCTIOUS. Rambunctious.
And you know what? I don't know if you spelled it right or not.
Now, I know neither one of you know.
That's right.
I don't know if you right or not.
Now, when we come back, we got to talk about what's going on in Brooklyn. It seems like some people hit an officer in the face with a brick. We'll tell you why. Keep it locked.
And all you guys out there in Brooklyn got the totally wrong idea, as you normally do when you start rioting.
Well, we'll talk about it when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. Good morning. It's Power 105.1 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning. It's 7:04.
Yes, it is.
It's going to be a high of 42 degrees today. Now, we were talking about this incident that happened in Brooklyn. You want to explain a little bit, Yee?
Yes, a police officer was smashed in the face with a brick. 50 people were arrested. And they said there were over 200 people storming the streets. That's in East Flatbush, all because they are protesting the shooting death of a police officer shot 16-year-old Kimani Gray. Police say that he pointed a loaded pistol at 2 officers before they gunned him down on Saturday.
Now,
was
is
a
that
fake
fact? Is
It was
that
a fake
fact?
pistol or a real pistol?
I have no idea.
Well, even if it was fake or real, it don't matter. If it was fake, cops don't know it's fake or not.
Right.
The cops are saying it was a loaded gun.
Okay.
Is that a fact that happened?
I don't know if it's a fact. This is what police are saying happened.
Right.
I wasn't there.
Well, the riots, peaceful protesting is cool, but when we got guys calling up like this guy that called this morning, this was his solution to what's going on in Brooklyn.
You gotta burn it down, man. Word up. That's what you gotta do nowadays. No more cowards, man. Let's turn around, man. We supposed to do something. Let's bang out for Sean Bell and anybody who ain't getting no more justice.
Sean Bell was from
man.
Queens.
Yeah, Sean Bell was from Queens, homie.
Yo, that's not what I'm saying. I said let's burn it down for all of them who didn't get no justice, dog.
Look, can I ask you a question? Let me ask you a question, my brother.
What, baby?
What is burning down your own community going to do?
Yeah, burn it down and show them who the boss is.
What is?
Oh, my
Now,
goodness.
I think that's a very legitimate question. I never understand how come when we want to wage war against the system and powers that be, we cause harm to ourselves by damaging our own neighborhood.
Well, not only to ourselves, is violence or rioting ever the key when it comes to these type of things? Do people ever listen because of it?
Some people go out and go looting just to go get free
Exactly.
stuff, too.
I just never understood why during rioting people feel like setting fire and damaging their own neighborhoods and looting stores is a proper solution. That's like somebody slapping your mom and you're like, I'm gonna show you. So you start slapping yourself and cutting your own wrist.
And these are stores that you probably go into all the time. It's your own neighborhood, people that you see every day that own stores, that have businesses in your community. Why would you want to do that?
And let the record show the guy that called up here this morning was actually from Yonkers.
Oh, so he wants to burn down
he wants to
Brooklyn.
burn down Brooklyn.
He lives in Yonkers.
But he lives in Yonkers.
Oh, my goodness. 800-585-1051. I would love to hear from the people of the community in Brooklyn out there that's dealing with this up close. Is rioting and violence ever the answer? Is looting the stores that you go to, that you frequent at, is that the answer? Is that the way to get something solved?
I say hell no, but
Well, let's talk about it when we come back. 800-585-1051 is the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. It's Miguel. Power 105.1 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning. It's 6:18 now.
7:18.
No, 7:18. Excuse me. We're talking about what happened out in Brooklyn. Now, a cop was hit in the face with a brick. Now, explain the story a little bit. Yeah.
Yes, they actually are protesting, and that's because a 16-year-old named Kimani Gray was shot dead by the police officers. They're saying that he pointed a loaded pistol at 2 officers before they gunned him down. They also have revealed that he's a reputed Bloods gang member, and he was hit with 7 bullets. Now, there was a vigil that was scheduled for yesterday at 7 p.m. The teen's parents did not show up as expected. After that, as many as 200 protesters started roaming the neighborhood, and they were running amok. And they're saying that one officer did get smashed in the face with a brick. 50 people were arrested, and that's all in East Flatbush.
Now, the question is rioting. Is rioting ever the answer? Is looting ever the answer? Is violence ever the answer? Let's start with you, Charlamagne.
Absolutely not. I think violence begets more violence, and I never understood how come when we want to wage war against the system and powers that be, we cause harm to ourselves by damaging our own neighborhoods. It makes absolutely no sense. It's like cutting your nose off to spite your face.
Well, I feel a lot of times, I think violence hurts ourselves, especially with the youth. You go out there and you hurt a cop or you do something stupid and it gets you a record. And then what happens is 10 years later when you're trying to get your life together and you're trying to get a job, that record comes back and haunts you. You can't get a good job and you have to satisfy for a $10 an hour job for the rest of your life because of this one stupid thing that you've done. There's smart ways to protest.
Absolutely.
And I think that violence, it really limits our money.
Well, shout out to Boombox on Twitter. He said, like in Do the Right Thing, sometimes it's needed to draw enough attention to the issue. Sometimes people feel like they're not being heard. Sometimes they feel like an injustice has been done. Remember Rodney King?
Yeah.
You can have peaceful protests, but you don't burn down your own community.
You don't burn down
that's
your
like
own
somebody.
community.
That's like somebody slapping your mom, right? And then you be like, I'm gonna show you. So you burn down your mom's house to prove a point.
Well,
I totally feel you. That's
Well,
like when you get mad and you're like, I'm going to kill myself.
Exactly.
Well, this is
What is that doing?
Well, this is what somebody did. They called this morning, and this was his answer.
You gotta burn it down, man. Word up. That's what you gotta do nowadays. No more cowards, man. Let's turn around, man. We supposed to do something. Let's bang out for Sean Bell and everybody who ain't getting no more justice.
Sean Bell was from
man.
Queens.
Yeah, Sean Bell was from Queens, homie.
Yo, that's not what I'm saying. I said let's burn it down for all of them who didn't get no justice, dog.
Look, can I ask you a question? Let me ask you a question, my brother.
Why, baby?
What is burning down your own community going to do?
Yeah, burn it down and show them who the boss is.
What is?
And that guy was from Yonkers.
Yeah, he was actually from Yonkers.
But he was saying burn Brooklyn down. 800-585-1051. We have Cliff from Flatbush. Is rioting or violence ever the answer, Cliff?
I don't think rioting going solve nothing. We messing up the community. We already killing each other, messing up all these stores that our parents go through every day and all that. I mean, it ain't going to solve nothing.
You cutting off your nose to spite your face.
It's just moving backwards, really.
Hello, who's this?
Yeah, Power 105. I just got a comment for what the guy said about this morning with the violence in Flatbush. Can I speak?
Go ahead,
Yes,
man.
of course.
Okay, he's way out of zone. Me, Brooklyn born, Brooklyn raised. You know, a lot of the violence that we have out here is not even publicized, and else it results in a murder. It's going too far. It's going too far. And being over 30, I don't want to say the wrong thing, and I'm on the radio, but it needs to be whatever. You know, even the people with the businesses and the people that are speaking and calling in, these are all people that are their main thoughts are invested in a dollar and what they've become, not what they've come from. And where does it stop at? With your son? You know, I'm from the streets. Again, I'm not going to say the wrong thing, but the cop that got hit with the brick, the police harassment leads to the violence and the deaths. The things that they're allowed to do is outrageous. It's too much. And let's remember where we come from.
Is rioting ever the answer? Is violence the answer? Is looting the answer? Call us right now. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. It's Power 105.1. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. It's 7:26. We're talking about the incident that happened out in Brooklyn. Now, a young man was shot. Police say that he had a gun, a loaded pistol, and they shot him, and the community is upset. A lot of people are upset. They started rioting last night. They hit a couple of police officers with bricks, and one police officer was hit in the face with a brick. Is rioting ever the answer? Is looting ever the answer? Is violence ever the answer? 800-585-1051. Let's talk about it. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. Here's LL Cool J. It's Power 105.1. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. It's 7:31. Yes. Now, we're talking about what happened out in Brooklyn. You want to give us a quick update of what went down in Brooklyn? People who just tuned in?
A police officer was smashed in the face with a brick. 50 people were arrested, all because of a teenager that was shot dead by cops. They're saying that he was shot 7 times. 16-year-old Kimani Gray, according to police sources, he pointed a gun at the officers. That's when they fired back and killed him.
Now, this morning, somebody called in and what he wanted was violence. We have a clip of him calling in this morning.
Play this dumb Negro.
You gotta burn it down, man. Word up. That's what you gotta do nowadays. No more cowards, man. Let's turn around, man. We supposed to do something. Let's bang out for Sean Bell and everybody who ain't getting no more justice.
Sean Bell was from Queens.
Yeah, Sean Bell was from Queens, homie.
Yo, that's not what I'm saying. I said let's burn it down for all of them who didn't get no justice, dog.
Look, can I ask you a question? Let me ask you a question, my brother.
Why, baby?
What is burning down your own community going to do?
Yeah, burn it down and show them who the boss is.
What is... For
Oh,
what?
my goodness.
Setting fire and damaging your own neighborhood is never the solution.
Well, let's go to the phone lines. 800-585-1051. We got Xavier on the line. Is rioting ever the answer?
Nah, man, it's not the answer, man. People should wake up and learn, and like the old saying says, wake up and smell the coffee, especially in our own communities, with our own people, you know?
Yeah, if somebody slaps your mom, you don't get revenge on that person by burning your mom's house down.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, I'm Carla, and I live about 2 blocks from where the shooting took place at.
Uh-huh.
And I agree with you guys. That is not the answer. Most of these stores have been there for years, and in some instances, they have extended us credit. And I just want to say, no one deserves to die, but this guy terrorized the neighborhood. He didn't care if you were black, and they did find a gun on him. He didn't care if you had an iPhone, you had to put it away when you seen him and his group. So I'm just saying it's not everything black people got to get involved and rally about. He's known to have terrorized the area. Why are we getting involved in this?
So you telling us that the stories that the media is saying about this guy was true? He was a gangbanger.
I don't know if he was involved in a gang, but he terrorized. I know he would rob people in the neighborhood, in his own neighborhood.
Right.
Why are we always rallying for? That's why when something happens, no one stands for us, because we always get involved in nonsense like this.
Absolutely. We stand for the wrong things. I agree with you on that.
Hello, who's this?
My name is Sandra from Brooklyn.
Now, is rioting or violence ever the answer, especially in this case?
You know what? Here's the problem with rioting. It's a reaction, and it's not necessary. First of all, I think that I look at it from 2 different perspectives. One, I get the cops. They want to go home to their family.
Right.
2, I get the mother. She want to see her child in the bed at night. Rioting is not the answer. That's a community that has over 500,000 people in it. Explain to me why less than 5% actually vote.
True.
You have to work the system. The system in place. There's no way you're going to take on the government. What do you look like taking on the government by throwing stuff at them? No, you got to hit them with the paper and the pen.
Absolutely.
There is power in the ballot. There is power in playing the political game. But first, you got to educate yourself.
And thank you for your call,
Thank you,
Mom.
baby.
And that's the question. What do we do? What's the answer? What can we tell people out there to do besides violence and rioting?
Well, I think first and foremost, we need to teach our kids that in this society, the chips are stacked against us a lot of the times, and we're already perceived as being violent and crazy. So they're saying that cops killed a young man because he allegedly pulled a gun on the cops. Hey, kids, you're not supposed to pull guns on cops.
Not supposed to have guns, especially in New York.
Exactly. Wrong is wrong. Right is right. If he pulled a gun on police, he caused this situation on himself. So I think first and foremost, we need to try to teach our kids how not to put themselves in these type of situations by doing the right things to begin with.
Also, protesting is fine, but I mean, you just have to make sure you do it the right way. You don't want the police to come out there, and you don't want it to be negative. You don't need more negative headlines from this. So what you do is when you protest at different times. Not just 7 o'clock at night. Do it 4 o'clock in the morning. Do it 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Do it 5 o'clock during rush hour so people can hear you as a unity, as a group, as a community, and that's the way you get back.
And I also think that sometimes we really need to know the whole issue before we jump out there on the front line. Because if this kid was a kid, like this young lady said, who was terrorizing the neighborhoods prior to, and he did pull a loaded gun on the police, guess what?
What?
He deserved what he got.
Right.
Hate to say that, but it's the truth.
Right.
So why am I stepping out on the front line to defend this guy? I'd rather go defend the innocent kids that are actually really getting gunned down by police for no reason.
Really getting injured and really getting hurt. Absolutely. Well, thank everybody for your call. It's definitely a sensitive topic. Now, Angela, we got rumors coming up?
Yes, and let's talk about Kim Kardashian versus Chris Humphries. I'll tell you what information they have already for their depositions. Whose side are you on?
All right, we find out in 10 minutes. Keep it locked. Rumors up next. It's The Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. It's Power 105.1. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Now, we got rumors coming up?
Yes, we are going to talk about all this drama in the courtroom. And I'm talking about Kandi Burruss versus Kim over Tardy for the Party, and Kim Kardashian versus Chris Humphries.
Wow, sounds interesting. Rumors in 10 minutes. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. It's Power 105.1. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Let's get into the rumors. Kim K and her divorce.
Listen up.
This just in. All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club on Power 105.1.
Well, tell us something we didn't already know. Keeping Up with the Kardashians is what? Scripted?
What? No way. I don't believe you. Hell no, you're lying. No!
Now, a transcript has surfaced, and they're saying, according to one of the producers on the show, that Kim Kardashian actually had to reshoot a lot of scenes, and that there were certain scenes that she faked in order to make Chris Humphries look even worse. Now, according to Chris Humphries, Kim fraudulently induced him to marry her. So he wants an annulment. She wants to just get a simple divorce. That way, all the non-disclosure agreements they had would still be valid. If there's an annulment, of course, that all gets thrown out because they were never married in the first place, and he would be free to talk about whatever he wants to talk about. Now, according to Russell J., one of the producers, he said at least 2 scenes were scripted, reshot, or edited to make Chris look like the villain after Kim decided she wanted to get a divorce. They're saying that in one scene, she was talking to her mom about how things weren't working out, and that was filmed after she had already filed for divorce. So clearly that. Also, there was one scene where Chris Humphries is having a party in their hotel room while Kim Kardashian was out of town. That was fake too. They said Kim was in the hotel the whole time and knew everything that was happening.
Well, I never thought that Chris looked like the villain. I just thought Chris looked stupid. I thought he looked very slow, and I thought he was dumb. And
people thought he was very
has nothing to do with that.
mean to her because he was saying that she's not going to be good looking forever. He called her fat at one point.
Yeah, they said that she used a teardrop thing, some teardrop.
Yeah, they said
things
she
to
used
fake
a
cry all
tear
the time.
stick to get those tears going. And when he did propose to her, they actually had to reshoot that because she didn't like the way her face looked in the scene. So there you have it. Things that we didn't already know. That was not real. Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and the show is somewhat scripted. All right. SWV, and one of Charlamagne's girls is in that group. They're going to be opening up their personal lives.
You're so crazy.
Why?
Why do you say the things you say on this radio?
Because they're true. Go ahead.
You don't like one of the girls from SWV?
That's my homie. Lily. What up, Lily? How you doing, boo?
Okay. Anyway, she is going to be on a new WeTV reality show, SWV, and they're opening up about their lives. Now, it says here something about Lily and Charlamagne.
Shut up. Now, why you?
Read what it says.
It says on the show, Lily is going to be talking about a radio personality who she's dating from New York.
Shut the hell up. Yeah, Angela, stop it. Knock it off.
And they said that episode is going to be called Smash and Pass because she smashed him and then passed him. And speaking of reality TV, Candy Burst is in court. She's filing a lawsuit against her ex-cast member Kim over the Tardy for the Party song. And Phaedra from Real Housewives of Atlanta is going to be representing her also.
That was a hot tune.
Now they're saying that Candy Burst wrote that song, but of course she wasn't getting any money for it. It was commercially released as a single. She never agreed to that. She didn't take care of her business. She wants an accurate accounting of the money that Kim made from the sale of that single.
Okay.
And that is your rumor report. I'm Angela Yee.
Thank you, Miss Yee. Now coming up next, Charlamagne, who you giving your donkey to?
Let me tell you something, man. The world may be coming to an end.
Uh-oh.
And if this isn't a sign of the apocalypse, I just don't know what is. Please, I need all my fellas to be in tune
all my
at
fellas.
804. Yes. I mean, ladies, I need y'all to listen too because some of y'all are going to go to this ratchet-ass website. So I need y'all to listen, okay?
All right. Well, let's take a quick look at Dunkin' Donuts traffic report. George Washington Bridge, 15 from 8095 Express. Lincoln Tunnel 30 in, Holland Tunnel 25 from the Turnpike, 15 from 109 at Tabassy Bridge, minor delays. Spal 105.1 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning. It's 7:57. Now, Charlamagne.
Yes.
Donkey today.
Listen, it's time to riot. For real, for real. If y'all want to have something to riot against, listen to me at 804 because I have a cause that we can all rally against.
Okay.
This is going to be a detriment to our communities and our households, and we have to get this thing removed immediately.
All right, and 800-585-1051. You get a pair of tickets to see Keisha Cole at NYCB at Westbury on March 28th. Tickets are on sale at LiveNation.com. But call 105. You get to see Keisha Cole.
I was born a donkey. It's the donkey of the day.
That's time for the donkey of the day. That's pretty funny.
Charlamagne the devil?
Possibly. The Breakfast Club on Power 105.1.
Fellas, they trying to get us, man. Donkey of the day for Thursday, March 15th goes to a website called fakeababy.com.
What?
I can't even lie. My eyes started watering as I was reading this. My life is amazing, professionally and personally, but after reading this, if God wanted to come pressure wash this whole system of things tomorrow, if G.O.D. wanted to set Armageddon off tomorrow, I wouldn't be mad. The end is near, ladies and gentlemen. Would you like to know what fakeababy.com is?
I'm looking at it right now.
Well, fakeababy.com gives you all the tools needed to trap the man you want. Silicone bellies, fake DNA tests, phony positive pregnancy tests, personalized 3D ultrasound sonograms. Fakeababy.com is absolutely giving these ratchet assholes all the tools they need to strike fear and men all across the world. Now, look, I see what y'all doing in Brooklyn. Y'all riding and throwing bricks at cops. Well, we need some of that energy aimed at fakeababy.com. I need this website reported as spam immediately. This site is going to cause so many great relationships to perish because these hoes want to play. This is the worst April Fool's joke ever. A silicone belly, phony positive pregnancy test, and fake sonograms are the scariest Halloween costumes I can possibly think of. Satan can't be this busy. Imagine some old hating-ass chick decided to mail your main chick, your wife, your wifey, a fake sonogram or some fake DNA results. Now you got my home life in shambles because you want to play. Fakeababy.com should be outlawed. It's just some things in life you should not be able to do, and faking a pregnancy in this manner is one of them. You are giving side chicks and chicks we just smashing way too much ammo to make our lives difficult. Fakeababy.com is making the easy task of cheating very, very hard. I don't need this kind of stress. SKRESS. Now, when I actually do get a jump off pregnant, guess what? I'm not going to believe her. And I'm not going to even think about being there for that baby because of all you chicks who out here crying wolf because of fakeababy.com. Give this website, fakeababy.com, and any woman who even thinks of going to this site the biggest hee-haw.
Now, I have a great solution. You should use condoms, Charlamagne. Or perhaps not cheat.
Right now on the
Then you wouldn't
website,
have these issues.
On the website it says buy
Then you
one,
wouldn't have to worry about these fake DNA test results because you wouldn't get anybody pregnant because you're not running around sticking your little tiny ding-a-ling in everything.
Wow. Even if I did wear a condom, she can still act like she's pregnant. That's why it's called fakeababy.com.
And right now it's buy one, get one free on the website.
Which would have me totally confused because I'd be like, yo, I know I used the condom on this chick. Or I know I skied in this chick's mouth. So how the hell?
All right. All right.
You better stop
Thank
cheating.
you. Enough, guys.
Stop
Enough, guys. You see, always take it too far. It's always that step too far, that jump that just jumped a little too far. Well, let's stop right there. All
I
right.
don't think you can say...
Stop it.
All right.
What can I say, Angela Yee?
Let's keep it moving. Up next, of course, we know what happened with
Try to get me to
Consequence
say it.
and Joe Budden. Do we really know what happened? Well, let's ask Tahiri. She's going to check in. She was there. She's seen when Consequence snuffed Joe Budden.
And then she hit Consequence?
Well, we'll find out when we come back. When we come back, Tahiri on the line.
Get my baby on the phone.
It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. It's Fox and Brown. Good morning. Hands.
I was holding Joey's hand here. We were on the way out. I had
Wow.
So y'all back together now?
Y'all back together.
No, don't believe the hype.
If you and Joe get back together, I'm going to hit Joe in the back of the head next.
Me and Joey are not back together.
Yes.
You guys don't know that right now.
Yet. You said right now, though. Also, now, when Joe got revenge, were you there when Joe got his revenge?
Did Joe get revenge?
We asking you.
Yeah, from the video we saw, it looks like Joe and his man jumped on Quince.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
They knocked him to the ground. So does this mean that are you and Jen the Pen cool?
Well, you know, there's a thin line. Like I said, you know, you just ain't going to run around my crew, whoever's around me, and think you're going to roll up on anybody like that. So at this point, she stays in her lane, and, you know, I'm over here.
Now, Tahiri, you already know I think you fine, but you know how sexy that makes you look that you would fight with your man?
I'm just saying,
That's
Charlamagne,
sexy.
like, at the end of the day, you can't just, like, creep up behind somebody. What man does that and expect not to get some hands put on them?
Earlier, Charlamagne was saying that it was all good, that all's fair.
Yeah, I mean, there's no fairness in the streets no more. There's no, when it comes to beef, there's no rules to this thing.
So you just sucker punch people, Charlamagne. You think that's manly to do? That's
I mean,
No, Charlamagne gets sucker punched.
yeah, somebody did it to me, but you know, I don't expect it to be no rules in
there
the
are
street.
certain rules. When you know each other, when Joe Buttons approached him a while ago, it should have been on. Let's get it on now. Don't say no, it's no problems. And then when you see me, I'm walking, holding my ex's hand, and I'm trying to get back with my ex. You snuff me in the back of my head.
Tahiri, ain't nobody gonna warn you before they shoot.
Now, Tahiri, were you guys
Well,
kissing?
that's true. That's what I'm saying. So now everybody kind of thought that I was a bully when it happened. So I was walking out and somebody was running, at me. I turned around and you get snuffed.
Absolutely.
You got to always be prepared or just always, like, be on point.
Now, Tahiri, I heard you guys were actually kissing, and that's how come Joe didn't see Consequence coming up behind him.
You guys hear a lot of things.
Now, Tahiri, there is something I want to ask you about. I need you to clear this up real quick.
Uh-oh.
Do you have herpes?
No, that is absolutely false.
Well, like I told you last time, even if you do have it, I will still take my chances because I love you.
You are the worst.
You know this, baby.
Tahiri, you have a good morning.
Don't forget, Tahiri did put out that video just now, Devil. Did everybody in here watch it?
No, I didn't want to see it. I
You
ignored it.
haven't watched it, Charlamagne?
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it on mute this morning. I promise. I'm gonna watch it on mute this morning.
You are the worst.
Tahiri, thanks for checking in.
Alrighty, bye.
That's a good question that you asked earlier, Yee. Are there rules when it comes to beef? Is sucker punching okay? 800-585-1051. Are there rules to this ish? It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. It's Power 105.1. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. 826 to Harry just called in. We're talking about, is there rules to beef? Is there rules to fighting? Charlamagne says, no, there's no rules.
Absolutely not. Now, when it comes to beef, there's no rules in the streets. Nobody's playing fair.
You know what I think? I think people don't know how to fight anymore. That's what I think it is. Nobody wants to take a loss.
Listen, this ain't boxing. This ain't UFC.
You know what the
Nobody's
first thing,
squaring up. Ain't no referees. People trying to get their man out.
You know what the first thing my dad did when I was a kid? He put me in karate. Then after karate, I did boxing. You know why? So I know how to fight. You know, you don't want to get to a situation where somebody beats you up and drags you. But if it happens, it happens. Take
Me
that
and
out.
Envy were actually taking boxing, and that was to learn how to protect yourself as well as to get in shape.
Listen,
so.
when you in the street, ain't nobody ringing no bell saying ding, 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 put your hands up, time to go.
But you got to know how to fight. You got to know how to defend yourself.
And them dudes tried to jump me outside the radio station. Dude just hit me from behind.
But we seen you dip and dodge.
He was trying to get his man.
You ever got hit in the face?
Absolutely.
I got hit in the face so hard my eyes swollen for 3 weeks. Swear to God. It's like never again.
So obviously everything your dad taught you was all for nothing.
Nah, I got sucker. Well, I didn't get sucker punched. I seen it coming, but it just didn't seem real. I was like, is this a punch? Is this coming? Oh, that hurt.
There's a saying. It's an old saying.
Uh-oh, here you go.
Watch your back.
But
you know why they tell you watch your back?
This came in my front.
People are hitting you from behind out here.
I heard watch your front.
I seen it coming. I didn't.
This has been going on since the beginning of time.
All right, 800-585-1051 is beef. What's the question? I don't remember.
Does anything go?
Oh, is there rules to beef? Does everything go? Anything go? It's the Breakfast Club of Power 1051. Power 1051 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning, 8:33. We're talking about, are there rules to beef? Charlamagne.
When it comes to beef, there's no rules in these streets.
There's certain rules.
Nobody is playing fair. Those that play fair end up with the L.
A lot of people on Twitter are saying no kids, and that's one of the top rules in beef.
Yeah, I mean,
no kids involved. No moms.
But when it's the Joe Budden and Consequence situation where they're both artists, they're both on the same TV show, they work with each other, I think they should have just shot a fair one. All the sucker punches and all that is whack. Just shoot a fair one. Just like if Charlamagne, if me and you have beef, and my man walks up to you or I snuff you in the back of your head, you're gonna be like, I see this guy all the time. Why you just can't shoot a fair one?
Yeah, but that's different. I don't think Consequence and Joe Budden see each other all the time. They don't work together all the time. They got
actually they don't work together at all, according to
exactly.
both of them. They don't want to work with each other.
And you know the people on Twitter saying no kids. We're reading a story now about a 6-month-old in Chicago who got shot 5 times because the guy had beef with his father, shot at his father, ended up hitting the kid 5 times. There's no rules out here in these streets, man. You a fool. You play with these savages if you want to with rules. These savages don't know the concept of rules. These savages trying to get you by any means necessary.
Well, Consequence and Joe Budden's not savages. They're grown men that had problems and they could afford to fair one.
Consequence is my man, Buttons is my man, but they look like savages to me. If I didn't know them and I was just going by what I heard the past few days, they look and sound like savages to me.
All right, well, let's go to the phone lines. We got Ra-Ra's his name, huh? Ra-Ra. Are there rules to beef?
Hell no, it ain't no rules to beef, man. If I'm at you, I'm at you.
There you
Point
go.
period. I'm not going to sit here and tell or get on Facebook or let somebody know you need to establish your truth. No, if I could catch all y'all at one time.
But Ra-Ra, if I approach you, right, and then you say, nah, there's no beef, then you come back the next day and punch me in the back of my head.
That's your silly ass for believing me.
Exactly. That's why they say watch your back.
But what happened to shooting a fair one?
And then I'm going to sit there and look at you in your face. Look, there's no rules, man. There's no rules.
All right,
so nobody shoots the fair one anymore?
No, Angela.
Nicole, good morning.
Good morning.
Are there any rules to beef, Nicole?
Yes, I believe you should not walk up on nobody unexpected. Outside of that, then, it's whatever.
So you should announce that you're going to walk up on someone?
Yeah, I'm going to fight you. Time to fight, guys.
No, I'm just saying, don't catch them unexpected. You feel what I'm saying? You catch them from the front, and then it is what it is.
Listen,
don't sucker punch them from the side if they don't see it coming. That's like some sucker move.
Why? That's my enemy. That's my enemy. I'm trying to get my man.
It doesn't matter. I feel you, but you're a sucker for that. Like, let me see it coming, and then it's whatever. But don't catch me from behind. Like, that's some sucker move right there. I can't deal with that.
Thank you. Hello, who's this?
Tone.
Tone, is there any rules to beef?
Ain't no rules to beef like my man Charlamagne said, but we all know that don't no real thoroughbred sucker punch nobody for one. And if you really got a problem, you're not going to see nobody and bringing your man with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, when Joe had a problem, why he ain't go see my man one-on-one?
Joe did go see him.
No. Because Joe wants to ensure that he gets his man, so he brings his guy with him, and they jump.
That's a sucker move, too, so both of them need donkey of the day. But Joe done took too many losses out here in these streets when it comes to these beefs, like he did when Raekwon's goon jumped on him, and he sat on the couch, after he got snuffed and didn't do nothing.
Okay, so Raekwon the God must be a sucker too, because he wasn't by himself.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you, I saw that video. Ray didn't move. Ray didn't order that at all. Ray's man just jumped on him, and he told Joe straight up, yo, what you want to do? One-on-one, just me and you. And Joe didn't get up.
Joe is smart. Joe know one-on-one means it's okay, but if I lose, he got the Wu-Tang Clan behind him.
Nah, it wasn't. The whole clan wasn't even in there like that. But Joe, you know, both of them are suckers, though. Consequence shouldn't have sucker punched them, and Joe shouldn't have had his man with him. They should have just did head up, like you said. Man. You know, they could have met in the bathroom and did whatever and kept it moving.
Thank you, homie. This ain't the 60s, okay? When it comes to beef, there's no rules in these streets. Nobody is playing fair. Those that play fair end up with the L and end up on World Star laying on the cement.
All right. Now, we got rumors coming up.
Yeah, since we're talking about rules in the streets, let's talk about 40 Glock versus The Game. Now, we told you that 40 Glock is suing him for $4.5 million. Well, he has spoken out and talked about why he's doing this.
All right, we find out in 10 minutes. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. It's Power 105.1. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. It's 8:50. Let's get into the rumors. Now, can you be sued for beating somebody up? Absolutely.
Listen up.
This just in. All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's The Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club on Power 105.1.
Yes, so 40 Glock is speaking out about the lawsuit that he has against The Game. He's asking for $4.5 million, all because of a street fight that happened between the two of them, which went down in July outside of Hollywood Hills Mansion. Game posted video footage of the brawl on YouTube, and you see him intimidating 40 Glock. Now, 40 Glock said at the time when he first filed the suit, he didn't know how much he wanted, but now he says that he wants $4.54 million. He broke it down, $500,000 pain and suffering, $500,000 emotional distress, $750,000 in lost earnings, $2 million for punitive damages, and $25,000 in medical expenses. Well, 40 Glock went to Vlad TV and talked about why he's doing this lawsuit.
He didn't do that as no street. He did it as an entertainment purpose, you know what I'm saying? So if it's an entertainment purpose, hey, I'm an entertainer, I get paid to entertain. I do movies, TV, videos. If that was some real and it wasn't entertainment purposes, you wouldn't have recorded no like that, made a fake ass edit and lied about everything that took part, you know what I mean? But you did it to assassinate me. You feel me? It was nothing street about it.
Okay, so 40 Glock is being such a hypocrite. He did the same thing to Plies when he videotaped himself going to Plies video shooting. He said Plies ran in the trailer. He did the same thing to Lil Wayne and Birdman when he ran up on their SUV and he said they wouldn't get out the SUV. So I guess when 40 did it, it was for entertainment purposes only, and there was nothing street about what you did either, 40. But when it happens to you, when you do it, it's street, but when it happens to you, it's not street anymore. That makes no sense whatsoever.
None.
All right, now MIA is having a breakdown on Twitter. She's saying that her baby daddy wants to take her child away from her, and that is Benjamin Brafman. They're part of the Seagrams family. They own all that. She wrote on Twitter, Ben, you can't take my son away from me, the mother. Just because you have money doesn't mean you have the right. Wow, the Brafmans want to take my child away from me. What kind of ish is that? They never see him. Every child needs a mother. I grew up without a dad. If I grew up without my mother, I wouldn't be here. So, people take their beefs to Twitter. Now, let's talk about this new Kendrick Lamar remix for Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. At South by Southwest, Young Guru, who is Jay-Z's right-hand man in the studio, engineer, producer, actually premiered this song because Jay-Z is on the remix. Here's a little piece of that.
I've been in my way like 20 years straight. I've been on my vibe like 20 years straight. Up my high. Nights like this, I put my high. Still be straight. Fall back, cause you got a lot on my plate. Don't waste my breath. I don't know how many movies they got left. Back to this joint. Smoking it, like I'm trying to prove a point. I'm the highest, numero uno. Kill my vibe.
People are really excited to hear this real version.
Yeah, I hope they release the real version today because I am so tired of hearing that terrible version from the club.
I know, right?
That terrible sound quality.
Yeah.
I'm not that beat to hear the remix.
Well, that is your Rumor Report. I'm Angela Yee.
All right, thank you, Yee. Up next is the mix. I'm going to start the mix off with Kendrick Lamar. Not the remix, though. I'm going to start the mix off with Kendrick Lamar. 800-585-1051. If you want to hear something, you have a request, hit me up on that Twitter at DJ Envy. We'll get your joints on. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. His Hope, yeah. People put Future on anything.
What was that? You.
That was my auto-tune. All right, that was Birdman featuring everybody. What you guys thought?
Tough tune, very fresh until Birdman starts rapping. If you want to ruin a perfectly good record, throw Birdman on. I respect that guy's hustle, but please ban him from recording studios across America immediately. Matter of fact, let me say it how he would say it. Immediately.
I like Birdman.
No. I like old Birdman records, like, what happened to that boy? Whoa, Kimo Sabe. Big, balling is my hobby. When he get on records with people that can actually rap, no.
All right,
that's right up his alley, though, because he can say $1 million every other bar. $1 million Carmex, $1 million Blistex, $1 million herpes, $1 million pubic hair, $1 million
You've been on this herpes
Honda,
kick all morning.
$1 million cod liver oil, $1 million orbit gun.
All right, we get it.
$1 million airboat.
We get it.
$1 million remote
We
control.
get it.
$1 million Beats by
All
Dre
right.
headphones. $1 million T-shirt.
All right.
$1 million laptop.
I'm gonna cut his mic off.
$1 million Verizon wireless charger. $1 million Chicago Bulls fitted.
All right. $1 million.
$1 million Dunkin' Donuts.
All right.
Naming stuff that's in the room.
Okay.
Who got herpes, though?
You've been talking about that all morning. Anyway, in case you missed it, we did talk to Tahiri this morning about the Joe Budden consequence fight.
That's messed up.
What? No.
My baby don't got no herpes now.
I'm not saying that she does, but you brought it up.
No.
You are the one that brought it up.
I did ask
You're the
her.
one that keeps talking about herpes today.
I did ask
anyway,
her if she had herpes.
And 1 in 4 people do, so somebody in this room has it.
It's not me.
It ain't me.
It's usually the person that says it's not me.
You want to say we all said it's not me?
So 2 people in this room have it then. Okay.
Shut up.
Well, anyway, you can go to power1051fm.com, keyword Breakfast Club to hear that.
Mm-hmm. And also, you can check out the full Tahiri interview as well as the song again. Cherry Martinez is up next, 800-585-1051 if you want to win a 4-pack of tickets to Spring Fix Benefit. That's to see Neo at Six Flags Great Adventure March 23rd.
That's soon.
Now, Charlamagne!
What's up, Playboy?
That didn't feel right.
Wow.
That just didn't feel right.
Are you flirting?
Yeah, that didn't feel right.
Why don't you go ahead and do your positive note of the day in your Birdman voice?
Mistakes are a fact of life, Playboy. It is the response, the error that counts.
The what?
Error.
What's the error?
Error.
Is the response to the error that counts? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, it's the response to error.
Okay.
All right.
Now go over there and kiss your son, Envy.
Stupid, yo. You guys have a great day. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. See you tomorrow.